You are you and I'm not me, and where we are is where we be. If it's night or day, the time is now. To get involved, I'll show you how. I'll run the show, you'll do your part. We'll have a blast by making art. Come join the gang, no need to fear. Just bring along your imaginosphere.
You're currently having some unique fun. There'll never again be an episode 1. I am not me. I am art. And I am welcoming you to episode 1 of Art Right Now, the most creatacular art extravaganza in all of livetainment. You are about to experience, and if the mood takes you, create some uncut, unadulterated, unprecedented, because it's episode 1, art. But before we get to that, as there are probably people tuning in from all around the world, we should take a moment to unite as one collective. We like to start these things with a toast, a single shared activity, in order to link our creative energies and get us all on the same art page of the art book. Do you understand? So please charge your beverages. I've got mine here. For today's toast, to the fine people at Apple, whose GarageBand sound loops have effectively, though not legally or monetarily, I hasten to add, made them collaborators on all of the music you will hear on this show, outside of the countdown music, which was properly credited and is royalty-free, so they're not going to get me on that one. The episode title music you just heard and loved, and all the segment title musics that you will hear throughout the show, were created by me, obvs, but using the puzzle pieces, the collage scraps that Apple provided. So this is essentially like if Da Vinci was thanking Winsor & Newton for manufacturing the paintbrushes that he used to paint Lady with an Ermine. Do you know what I mean? It's that kind of vibe. Anyway, to Apple. Double dip for that first one. Well, wow and crikey and a double dose of yikes. Here we are, guys. How are we? JRPV20, hello to you. TB Douglas, hello to you. You're here at the birth. You're here at this will never happen again. The very first episode of Art Right Now. TB Douglas, are we smarties or are we weaklings? Who are we? Well, you bring up a very interesting point. This is a brand new show, brand new names. So what are you called? We can come up with some ideas. We can brainstorm some ideas. You are neither smarties nor weaklings. I can assure you of that. We'll have to work out what you are, won't we? We'll have to work it out and together, and maybe we'll do a poll. And but you deserve a name. There's only 2 of you so far, but you deserve to be in that wonderful 2-person team, much like a rowing team, or a bobsled team, or bridge partners. Okay. So this is, as I say, very, very exciting. This is the very first episode of Art Right Now. This is in many ways the spiritual successor to the Most Week show. So if you are an old weakling, you will certainly notice some shared DNA. For any new fans, Art Right Now is basically a space for you to connect with me and each other to recharge your creativity. Okay? Your imaginosphere probably needs a bit of a refill, so this is just me filling you up. Okay, swim on over to the edge of the imaginosphere, tread water, or grab onto the wall if you're not particularly good at treading water. Get in the path of my hose and let my juices reinvigorate you. Okay, so we've got some old stuff. SJBeck72, hello to you. JRPV20 wants a smartie. Yeah, well, here's the thing. This show is not replacing, by any stretch of the imagination, I Am Smart, the Notme quiz. That's still here. That's still absolutely going on. One of the whole points of this is that I can't do this show most weeks. It's too much time, too much effort, more than I'm able to physically give at this stage. So we will be dipping back into the quizzes. It will be mostly quizzes, I will say. This is kind of like a treat on top of the quizzes, okay? Artlings, maybe. Hello, M. Acton. Yes, absolutely. Artlings could work. Art right now, so it could be now bodies. The acronym is ARN, so it could be Arnies. Artlings works as well. I mean, we'll do that next week. I'll source some suggestions from people, and then next week we can make a vote, and that'll be final. Yeah. Should we do it democratically? Should we do that? Maybe let's try that. So we do have some old stuff that we are going to be doing in this show. TB Douglas, it's Arnie's birthday. I don't know how I know that, but it could be a sign. TB Douglas keeping up to date with the birthdays of all of the popular 80s action stars. GRPV20 sold with Artlings. I mean, it's lovely. We'll work on it, guys. We'll work on it. But for now, should we do something brand new? I mean, we're in the world of brand new right now. Should we continue with that? Let's do something brand new. Let's do a little bit of Notmemes.
These pics, plus your words. It's modern art. Just ask young people, not memes.
Notmemes indeed. So one of my central tenets, guys, and you know this, is that I embrace all art. Yeah, all art forms are valid and all art forms are equally great. That's my take on it, okay? You like the sculpture work of Rodin, the thinker, et al. Well, that's lovely. Me too, obviously. He's such a great sculptist. But I also love a bored child making a snake out of the casing on a baby bell. Acceptance. And also, on par with both of those works of art is memes. Yeah? It's memes. The combination of image and text that thrive on the conflict betwixt ideas. Let's learn about memes in the best way. How? By making some, okay? I know that there are some people who would look down their noses at memes, get a bit sniffy about memes. But I think there are very valid, very exciting new art form that have been invented in the last few years, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a classic meme template that I have created a not me version of, and then we're going to brainstorm the best caption we can by the end of the show. Okay? Does that make sense? Does that make sense, guys? I hope that makes sense to you. I'm sure it will as we go along. Okay? So, we are kicking off with a classic. We've got to kick off pretty standardly. Okay? The meme that we're working on this week is the very standard distracted boyfriend. He's walking along with his girlfriend. They're holding hands, but he has been distracted by the woman in the red dress, which is possibly a Matrix reference. I don't know. So what I've done is I've hewn fairly closely to this one in terms of my meme. As we move through this and we're getting a little bit more experimental, I will start to mix things up based on the tenets and the ideas contained within the memes. But we're going to be pushing it. But for this one, we're going to be keeping it fairly standard. So this is what I've got. So I've taken largely the same vibe as the original. What I've added is maybe some slightly more expressive facial expressions, and also the toplessness of because I mean, if we look at this previous one, I don't wish to diminish these two women, but they're essentially the same person. Okay, why he would be? Is it just inflamed by the color of the dress? Who knows? But this one, very clear, there's toplessness involved. This is why he's going nuts for the person he's just walked past. Also cowboy hat. Okay? So what I need you to do is in the chat, over the course of the entire show, you don't need to think about this right now. You can let this one percolate, okay? is you need to come up with some options, okay? You need to annotate, essentially. Annotate, that's a good word. This meme. So these are kind of where, so you might be thinking A is something, B is something, C is something. Maybe there's a D, maybe there's a heading over the entire thing, maybe there isn't, okay? So I need you to, in the chat, let me know, demarcate it as, this is a not meme option. This is my submission for Notmemes. And then by the end of the episode, if I'm clever enough, we'll get the winner's version made as a natural thing, and then I'll post it in the week on social media. Does that sound good? For those of you who are still struggling a little bit, this is an example that I came up with. It's a very simple example, but just to give you an idea of the kind of thing that we're working with here. The middle character is not me, that's representing me. The one on the right, I am smart, who I have focused a lot of my attention on over the last few months and had a great time doing it. On the left, topless, it's art right now. It's what I've been focusing on for the last, I've really switched focus onto that, which is fine and which is great. Yeah? So, in the chat, whenever you want to, and again, this is going to be running the entire time, whatever your annotation is for this image, okay? Take your time. Let's head back to main. That's not memes. That's not memes. I'll probably work out a slightly pithier way of explaining it, or maybe people will just get it by the end. People will just get it. Make sure you submit an idea for not memes. That's for the ticker down here. The welcome return of the ticker, of course. The welcome return of the ticker. The welcome return of the light. You've no doubt noticed the light here, which is just, we are no longer under the yoke of green screen technology, and therefore the incredible light sources that are required for such a thing. It's a little bit more moody now. This is just the way I like it, which means that we're able to get this grande dame out of mothballs, and I have to say she has not lost any of her luster. Just a true beacon, that just seems to scream out. Just as a light for me, it just says, "Not me." That's just me. That's just me. Love the light, says SJ Beck 72. TB Douglas, beautiful. That's great. That's great, guys. That's nice. That is art. Yes, thank you, TB. And what this is a nice thing is that this is a nice demonstration that me setting up the emote wall for this new show has worked. So that's lovely as well. I wasn't entirely sure that would work, but it has. Now, where are we moving on to next, guys? Where are we moving on to next? It's almost 20 past already. This time does fly when you are creating artistic history. Now, I'm very, very excited, guys, that at this point I have something that I have to do. For too long, I believe, I was toiling away at this show, scraping by on only the generous donations from my cherished acolytes, you people, while other creators put in about 1/16 of the effort, but have some dumb company giving them money to read something out. Well, today, for the first time, I have something to read out from a dumb company. Except my company isn't dumb at all. They're great. Let's have a message from the sponsor. That's right. That's right, guys. This show is sponsored. How flippin' exciting is that? Sponsorship. The fine people at B Squared Events have seen fit to furnish me with a modest fee to read out a short paragraph about an event that they have in turn been paid to market. Okay? So some company comes to B Squared and says, hey, we've got this event coming up. We need to get the word out. B Squared says, yep, that's fine. Give us some money. We're on it. Various online areas that they will, broadcast this message out to. One of which, big guns right here. They've obviously seen my work. They've enjoyed it. I said, do you want to sponsor the quiz as well? They said, absolutely not. That's their call. That's their call. But we are... It's just very exciting. It's just a very humbling moment for me. TB Douglas, wow, someone's doing well. Someone's doing very well. Someone's doing very well. Yes. Okay. So I just have to read out a short paragraph. If I'd also get a bit more money if I then share this clip to social media. So it's actually sponsorship wise a double jeopardy. So here we go. Let's find the words. In the industry, we call this copy. Here we go. Come along to the Touching Grass Club Night this Thursday at Spinals. That's an interesting name for a nightclub. A night for all you people who want to get out more, but also don't. There is a nature theme to the night with no screens. Lovely. Kale and spinach-based cocktails. Okay. Potted plants everywhere, that's in all caps, and all the songs feature plants. Lilies by Bat for Lashes, The Trees by Rush, Kiss from a Rose, and Anything by Willow Smith or Led Zeppelin. Yep, no, I got that. I'm on board. They replaced all the toilet paper with leaves for that authentic outdoor feel, but then panicked that it was taking it a step too far, so they put the regular toilet paper back, so now leaf wiping is strictly optional. That's nice to give that as an option, isn't it? Nice to give that as an option. Included in the ticket price of $12 is a flower that you'll be given at the door that you have to keep holding throughout the night. There we go. That sounds fantastic. I'll certainly be attending if I am able. And if anybody in the New York area attends that night and you see me there, I was able to make it, then please make yourself known to me. And I'll certainly let you buy me a pina colada. Let's go back to Maine. Sponsorship, guys. Sponsorship. How exciting is this? If you are a sponsor and you are interested in sponsoring this show as well, there we go. Email me at iamnotmeimart@gmail.com, or if you've got anything that you want to say to me or share with me, email me at iamnotmeimart@gmail.com. Let's get that ticker back. How are we doing, guys? I'm very excited. This is going really well, and I'm very, very thrilled to be here and having a great time. Okay. To all of the Artlings or Arnies or Nowbodies or whatever it might be. Gosh, do we want to have another round? Another round. Oh, I was worried about this. I am so keyed in to the quiz lifestyle, guys. So keyed into the quiz lifestyle. Very, very exciting. But this is a brand new show and it's something completely different. These aren't rounds, these are segments, I suppose. Should we have another one? Let's have another one.
Donuts will not give you cancer, and tigers are not fancy panthers, and Idris Elba was never a Girl Scout. If knowledge is power, then let's go work out.
Enlieclopedia, yes. I love quizzing, guys. I've proven that by mastering 70 I Am Smart quizzes to date. And just because art right now isn't a quiz per se, this is a topical variety art showcase. It doesn't mean that I can stop testing you, okay? The internet is full of disinformation at the moment. We know it is because we read that it is on the internet. So to sharpen your instincts, your BS detectors, if I may be a little bit French, I will take a different topic each episode and tell you 5 facts about it. Okay? Unfortunately, 4 of these facts will be porcupines. That's what they're called in the biz. It's Cockney rhyming slang for lies. And only 1 of them will be pure truth. So it'd be your job, essentially, to find the truth, and in doing so you will be better equipped to sniff out the untruths when you see them online. So this is actually a very useful segment of the show, for you. As you're watching it and you are learning, you are becoming better yourself. You're welcome. Okay? So the topic this week, for the first ever... Oh, I didn't need to have this. I could have had that a little bit more open. But no, we'll go back with that. The topic this week, there can only be one, really. She is the talk of the town. She is the man of the moment. The woman of the moment? That doesn't really sound right. The lady man of the moment. The lady of the woman of the moment. It's Barbie. She's got the biggest movie in the world right now, breaking records all over the place. Everybody says it's amazing. I haven't seen it yet. I'll be hopefully seeing it within the next week, just to see what all the fuss is about. It seems like it might be a little bit. I've heard it's disseminating some quite dangerous messages to young girls about self-esteem and acceptance, but I'll keep an open mind and I'll give it a watch at some point. So I'm going to give you 5 facts about Barbie. Only one of them's going to be right, and then you just basically need to tell me which one's the truth. Okay? You ready for the facts? Let's do this. Barbie's official first name isn't Barbie or even Barbara, but is in fact Barbecue. Short for barbecue. Barbie. Interesting. Number 2, in 1992, Barbie ran for president for the first time. She ran for president? Can that be true? Number 3, the best-selling Barbie of all time is 1977 Superstar Barbie with classic pink floor-length gown and... Oh, I must have messed that up a little bit. Apologies for that. Let's just get rid of that and... Classic pink floor-length gown. Yeah, that'll do. Number 4, the most valuable Barbie of all time is the small run of 1974's Miss America Barbie, which was somehow created with a 666 birthmark on her scalp. Gosh. Tricky for old Barbie there. And number 5, Barbie claims to be allergic to celery, but in reality she just really doesn't like how stringy it is. That's absolutely fine. Very plausible indeed. So these are our 5 facts. I'll read them out one more time. Don't put anything in the chat yet. Keep it, just keep percolating, keep ruminating on them in your mind as we go through these facts one more time. Number 1, Barbie's official first name isn't Barbie or even Barbara, but is in fact Barbecue. Barbie, short for barbecue. Number 2, in 1992, Barbie ran for president for the first time. Number 3, the best-selling Barbie of all time is 1977 Superstar Barbie with classic pink floor-length gown and nothing else. The number 4, the most valuable Barbie of all time is a small run of 1974's Miss America Barbie, which was somehow created with the 666 birthmark on her scalp, which is a little bit troubling for old Barbie. That's not nice to have a 666 birthmark on your scalp. Kind of makes me think of the devil. In a way, I'm not sure why, but it kind of makes me think of the devil. Unpleasant. Not an association that Mattel would be too keen on you having. Let's say that. And number 5, Barbie claims to be allergic to celery, but in reality, she just really doesn't like how stringy it is. All very plausible. We're going to see if this chat box works now. So have a little think about those facts. And just pop into the chat which one you think is the correct, is an actual fact as opposed to something that I just made up. Pop it in the chat whenever you're ready. TB Douglas has gone for 3. This is Daniel Swan. Oh, change bulb color. Oh, interesting. Okay. We can do that now. That was a Most Week show piece of excitement that we lost for some time again because of the bright lights of green screens. But now, if you want a red bulb, baby, for God's sake, we're going to do a red bulb. There we go. Speaking of 666, kind of looks like I should have a birthmark of 666 in my Okay. SJ Beck 72 goes for 3 as well. Which one was 3 again? 3 was the best-selling Barbie of all time, yeah. Counting Sheep 222 goes to the 666 one, so that's number 4. That's absolutely fine. Hello to you, Counting Sheep. Long time no see. Is anybody else there? JRPV20? You still watching? You still with us, babe? If so, let us know which is the correct one. So you've only got 5 people watching. I think this is really the kind of segment that's really going to benefit from having about 100 people watching. I think that's really gonna get things going, really gonna get things percolating. Well, let's leave it at that then. So we've got 2 votes for 3 and 1 vote for 4. Let's go back to those facts. The correct one, M. Acton goes for 3 as well. Just a little bit too late, but that's fine. That's fine. Count Sheep, A-Flow in Colombia. See, didn't I say that people were going to be watching from all around the world? Oh, no. Oh, he thinks it's 5. Okay. He thinks it's 5. So 5 claims to be allergic to celery. Okay, so we've got 1 vote for 5, we've got 1 vote for 4, and we've got 3 votes for 3. Oh, no, don't apologise, M. Acton. Don't apologise. Absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. You're getting involved, and that's the most important thing. The correct one is, in fact, number 2. So nobody got it right. The first... It's this one up here. It's the first... the first... I've been working on this show, preparing for this show for the guts of a year, planning out things. And the first Enlieclopedia, nobody gets it right. That's absolutely fine. That's how the cookie crumbles. It wouldn't work if it wasn't live, guys. In 1992, Barbie ran for president for the first time. She's actually run for president now 6 times. And in 2016, actually run on an all-female ticket for the first time. Hasn't won yet, but she still keeps plugging away. That's persistence, I suppose. The best-selling Barbie of all time is, in fact, one from 1992, I believe. Is it called Total Hair Barbie? It's like floor length. Totally Hair Barbie, yeah. It's the she's just got floor length hair. That's all people want, really. That's all people want. Counting Sheep, I just saw the movie I'm a Sham. You're not a sham. Yeah, please. Please. That's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine. But nobody won the thing. That's fine. Let's head back to Maine. It was still worth it. Still worth doing. God. Absolutely still worth doing. We've all had a great time. We've all learned something. There have been no sense that she has ever had any dalliances with the devil. She's absolutely fine with celery. And her full long first name is, in fact, Barbara. It's not barbecue. So some tricky ones there, but we're all having a great time. Counting Sheep, I fell asleep and didn't wake up until the bomb went off. I haven't seen the film, so that's a reference that is not really connecting with me, but that's fine. That's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine. Just want to give you a little reminder, of course, of Notme. A little update on this. Just get in the chat and make it clear that this is a Notmeme thing. What is A? What is B? What is C? Give me an option. At the moment, I will say what makes this a little bit more attractive for some people, I suppose, is that nobody has put in any suggestions whatsoever. So if you do and then nobody else does at all, you kind of win by default. And as a lot of people who have run for political office unopposed will say, default counts, default counts. TB Douglas, thank you so much. Thank you so much. That's lovely. That's lovely. Number 1 in there with a bullet. With a bullet. Copy, paste. It's in there. It's in there. How's everybody do? Everybody, the connection seems like pretty good. Connection seems pretty good. That's nice. That's nice. What time is it? 36. Okay. Okay, that was maybe quicker than I thought. Oh, TB Douglas again. Yes. That's nice. That's nice. Thank you, TB. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Now, I played the opening of this. I'm going to be playing you a video now. I played you the opening of this on I Am Smart some weeks back with the proviso that I would post the full thing on YouTube. I didn't do that. Yeah, I didn't do that because I knew that this was coming up and I wanted to save it for a proper world premiere during a live-tainment stream. See, I used to love doing that on the Most Week show. And sure, I could just put it up on YouTube and 10 people might watch it and have their lives changed, absolutely. And most of the time, that's absolutely fine because I do my art for me and the art is itself the reward. But sometimes when you put a bit of extra effort in, you want to get some kind of reward back. And so I'm very glad that Art Right Now is here so that I can share my bigger works with you guys. Okay? So here goes. This is, gosh, Art Right Now is just the best. It's just the best. Guys, as the text on the screen would indicate, this is a world premiere. Due to a very frustrating and costly administrative error, I have been paying rent for my new home and my old home simultaneously for the lion's share of a month. It's been terrible. But today, I am dropping my keys off and setting foot in my old home in Hell's Kitchen for the final time. On one level, I am filled with sadness to never again be living in the heart of one of the biggest and appliest cities in the world. On another level, I'm reminded of just how loud and dirty it is compared to my new home in New Jersey. On another level still, I wonder what will have changed in the weeks since I left. Will the building even still be there? I hope so. Otherwise, this will have been a completely wasted journey. Entering the flat was a magical moment. It wasn't this moment, of course. This is a dramatization. I had to enter, turn the lights on, set the camera up, and leave again in order to get this shot. But I did it because the other footage was pretty close to my face and the audio wasn't great. Do you know what? Talking about it now, I'm just going to use the other shot. It's fine. You know, it feels more real. This is great acting, though. God, look at me go. Oh, wow. Oh, my gosh. It looks the same. It looks the same. The walls seem different. Somehow. Did they paint? Yeah, they might have painted since I moved out. Oh, yeah. They painted since I moved out. The study / cameraman George's room. He would sleep on a futon along there. Oh, the shelves. The shelves. This is where I stored things. Bathroom. Oh wow, yeah. Still terrible. Is anything in the fridge? No. So I cleaned it out. George cleaned it out. The bedroom. This is where I slept. Wow. This is my HQ. The desk there. Green screen on there. A lot of memories. A lot of incredible art created here. Wow. It's a shame that there's nothing left of me in here. I know Americans don't do blue plaques, but I feel like there should be some little piece of me left in here. I don't mean poop. I mean just some kind of reminder. Wait a tick. That's... What's this? What's this? From a certain quiz show host? Oh, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. I'm going to leave that. It'll be a lovely little reminder of me. A sequin. A work of art. Re-entering this apartment, I was hit with a lot of emotions. I made a lot of incredible memories here, a lot of incredible works of art here, a lot of episodes of live-tainment here, overcame a lot of obstacles here, ate some cracking meals here. But I think it would be dishonest of me to ignore the bad parts as well. It was in this apartment that I ate too many dry crackers on a hot day and fainted and had to be taken by an ambulance to a hospital. That happened here. It was also in this apartment that I received the bill for that hospital stay that has crippled me financially ever since. A lot of works of art were scuppered in this apartment because of the, frankly, unnecessary noise coming from outside. As if on cue, I encountered 5 cockroaches in this apartment, and 1, maybe 2 mice. I think mice look quite similar, so it's difficult to tell sometimes. It was in this apartment that I realized for the first time in my life that I needed to get a full-time paying job. You want to talk about worst moments ever? I just think in order to move on fully from what I endured in this apartment, I think I'm going to have to exorcise some demons. And seeing as though I don't have access to a priest, I think I'm going to have to dance it out.
I lived here and I had fun, just me, my employee and my canine son. It wasn't just a fun-filled pad, at times in here I felt real sad. But that's okay, it's no big deal, the goal of life is just to feel. How would you know what true joy is if you haven't also tasted tears? You can't just thrive and never suffer, you need one like you need the other. 'Cause without the bad, it's all a sham. This is human life, not Instagram. So don't be shy, complain a bit, tell the world about the times when your life was bad. I learned all this without a doubt from the Pixar movie, Inside Out.
Yeah, it feels better. Yeah. There we go. There we go. What a long video that was. But quite good, I think. Quite good. There seemed to be several sections to it. Just really kind of pushed through. Very interesting. Very interesting. Nice bit of dancing at the end there. We haven't received any compliments in the chat so far about that, but they may be coming. They may very well be coming. Thank you, TB. I appreciate that. Do you know what? Even though I kind of had to ask for the compliment, I don't feel any less proud. Is that weird? Is that odd? Is that strange? Great video, SJBeck72. Thank you. Gosh, thank you so much. And thank you so much for the Notmeme options still crashing in. Here's your last chance. Here's your last chance. We're about to go into the final segment of the show. So if you've got any more ideas, please drop them in the chat. That'd be absolutely superb. We've had a lot of fun today. A lot of fun today. We've shared some new features to the show. You've all enjoyed them. You've had a great time watching them, engaging with them, losing to them, even when it comes to Enlieclopedia. But here's the thing: when you're innovating, once you've innovated something great, if you continue to innovate, you might lose something from the past that was excellent. Do you know what I mean? Like, just because something's old doesn't mean it's terrible. Things don't stop being great just because they get old. Yeah? Just look at the Charles Bridge in Prague. Yeah? Very old, really great. Or Tom Jones. So, to that end, still some compliments coming in for that. Dancing, emotion, memories, sirens. I mean, when I eventually write my autobiography, the chapter that will be about my time in Hell's Kitchen, dancing, emotion, memories, sirens. That's not a bad chapter title, really, is it? Yes, especially the dancing, says SJBeck72. Thank you so much. And can I shock you something, guys? Can I shock you right now, just before we get to this next bit? None of that dancing was choreographed. That was all just me feeling it, yeah? Feeling it. Kevin Bacon in Footloose. He was choreographed. Me, not. Does that make one better than the other? It's not for me to say. It's not for me to say. But guys, as our final feature in episode 1 of Art Right Now, I think TB Douglas, mind blown. Yeah, I bet it is. Bet it is. Absolutely. That's just what I do. Let's say hello, guys. Let's say hello to an old friend, shall we? Say hello to an old friend. Do you fancy saying hello to an old friend? Let's say hello to an old friend.
Art bet! To challenge yourself is artistic. Art bet! I'll give you options you can pick. Art bet! Take a guess, see if you won. Art bet! It's not for money, just for fun. Art bet!
Art bet indeed. New look for it. A little bit Soviet for reasons that I just couldn't tell you. I just couldn't tell you why they're Soviet. But sometimes you feel something and you just got to move with it. Yeah? This is Daniel Swan, wants to change the bulb color. This guy loves changing his bulbs. This guy loves changing his bulbs right here. Absolutely. Absolutely, I'll do that for you. Absolutely, I'll do that for you. You want blue? There's blue. Oh, it's weird because you don't always get exactly the right color because the camera kind of adjusts. So if you notice there, we're back to red, and then when it goes to blue, it's going to be really blue for a bit, and then the camera's like going to adjust. Wow. It's just kind of... I can't be held responsible for that, guys. If you pay Drops of Imaginosphere $300 a pop to change the bulb color, and it changes, and then the camera, I'm not responsible for that. Okay, I'm not going to be held responsible for that. Yeah, that's right, guys. It's Art Bet. The triumphant return of ArtBet. For the uninitiated, this is where I present to you an art challenge, which can range from throwing magnets at a fridge to symbolize setting positive goals for ourselves, to exploring the concept of hospitality by counting the chairs in an Airbnb, to counteracting President Trump's anti-Mexicanity by eating as many fajitas as I can. Sometimes the art challenge is undertaken by me, sometimes others, sometimes simply by the world around us. And you, yes, you, become drawn into this challenge by being called to predict something about it. How fast, how long, how many, which dog toy. The challenge and the bet exist in parallel, creating a wonderful bilateral artistic experience. It's not for money, guys. It's just for fun. TB loved the magnets. I think we all love the magnets. I wouldn't rule out the magnets being brought back. Yeah? That's what I'm saying here. That's what I'm saying. So, as ever, to find out what the art bet is for this week, we need to head over to our correspondent in the field. It's Notme. Over to you, Notme.
Thanks, Notme. Today's art challenge will be undertaken by Notme. How's the show going so far?
Really good. Really enjoyable.
Pretty good? People liking the changes?
People are loving it, actually. Yeah.
Any technical issues so far?
Nobody won the Enlieclopedia, but aside from that, it's fine.
Well, that's better than we could have hoped for,
I
I suppose.
think so, yes.
Today's art challenge is a throwback of sorts, harking back to the very first episode of the Most Week Show and the very first art bet there ever was. I believe we have a clip of it, actually. Let's roll the clip.
Roll clip. (19th of January 2020). Long time ago. Long time ago.
Now, rather than running up and down stairs within my own apartment building, I will instead be, come here, George, running up and down these stairs outside of my current apartment building.
Okay.
They're called the 100 steps, but I can confirm there are actually only 95 of them, but, you know, hashtag branding. So my art challenge will be to run all the way down to touch the pavement right at the bottom of the stairs there.
Okay.
I will then run back up the stairs, which will be considerably trickier, and I will stop the stopwatch that will be on my phone lodged in here. And in doing so, I hope to really honor the past and celebrate the future. Do you understand? Yeah? That's my art challenge. Your art bet is very simply, how long will it take me? Back to you, not me.
Wowzers. Okay. My goodness, my gracious. So, we've got Not Me running down 95 stairs and then back up 95 stairs, which, as he points out quite rightly, will be a lot trickier. And you just need to say how long it's going to take him. Can you make your guess yet? No, you can't, because you don't know all the facts, okay? So let's find out some things to consider. Number one, handrails are absolutely in play for yanking my body onward. Okay? So this is not just purely legs. Okay? I can pull myself forward. That is permitted. Thing number two. This is a public stairway and people are free to get in my way if they wish. Much as I might wish to, and maybe with a few more sponsorship deals from B Squared events, I will be able to pay to cordon off an area for my art bets. But at the moment, we're having to do this guerrilla style, okay? So if people get in the way, people get in the way. There's nothing I can do about that, okay? So that's something to so if somebody gets in my way and it's delaying me, and you're like, ooh, gosh, that's going to just, yeah? That's just how it is. And the final thing, TB Douglas, was it a hot day? Let me tell you about it, TB Douglas. The weather at the time was, parentheses, feels like, so it wasn't actually this, but it feels like, which means it kind of was this. 31 degrees C, 88 F with light rain. Those are your conditions, okay? Handrails in play. It's not a closed off stairway, public, and it felt like 31 degrees with light rain. Wow, says TB. Yeah. Not a lot of athletes that could have done this, but for art, that gives me that extra, you know. Let's see what your options are, guys. Let's see what your options are. Here we go. Okay, so A, 0 to 30. B, 30 to a minute. C, 1 minute to 2 minutes. D, 2 minutes to 3 minutes. E, 3 minutes plus. Okay, and as with all of these, obviously A is up to 30, B is from 30. So if it's 30, what is it? So it's the second one is up to like 29.999999, right? As soon as we hit 30, we're on to B. As soon as we hit a minute, we're on to C. As soon as we hit 2, we're on to D, okay? Something we always have to point out with these time-based art challenges. So, please, in the chat, what's your guess, guys? What's your guess? It is tricky, TB. Yeah, it is tricky. I will say, in terms of an extra thing to consider, if this is going to sway you one way or the other, I am currently hovering around 230 pounds in weight. I'm not sure what that is in stones. How many stones is 230 pounds? So that is just over 16 stone. And that is just over 104 kilograms. So that's what I'm having to hoist, if I can use such a word, up the stairs. That's what we're working on. Hard going up the stairs, absolutely. So what do we think, guys? A, B, C, D, or E? Get your guesses into the chat, please. Maybe what would be good is then if the options are on one side and I could put in a chat box on the other side, that would be pretty good. That would be enjoyable. Captain Sheep says B, 30 seconds to 1 minute. Anne says D, 2 minutes to 3 minutes. SJ Beck going with D as well. Okay. Anybody else? TB Douglas going in the middle. C, minute to 2 minutes. Let's see what we've got. Should we see what we've got? Let's see what we've got.
Okay, guys, good luck to everyone who has made your guesses. It's fun to be doing this again, isn't it?
It is
really fun. Okay, so without further ado, let's make it happen, Captain. 3, 2, 1. Wish me luck. Oh, not looking forward to this, but let's go.
I don't think you really blame me for that either. It was very hot. Almost all the way down. What?
Congratulations, those of you who guessed correctly. just over a minute. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I think definitely the 2 at a time method was really paying dividends for me down there, and usage of handrails, absolutely fantastic. Those long dancer's legs coming into effect. Show my legs, George. Wonderful. That's first art bed of many for art right now. George, pass through the water. No, what? George! Oh, God.
Just going to take you back a second there. Just going to take you back a little second there. You see that? You see that? That's what happens, yeah? That's what happens when God is happy that you're doing art bets again. That's what happens. You get a little rainbow. See the little rainbow? It's not up to me, it's up to God. It's not up to me, it's up to God. Thank you, TB. Lovely stuff. And congratulations, TB. Congratulations, TB, for winning Art Bet. My gosh. Counting Sheep 222, very close. It was... I kept the stopwatch because we did this yesterday. Kept it on there. Half a second away from being sub 1 minute. Half a second away from being sub 1 minute. But that's the way the cookie crumbles, guys. That's why I was at pains to express beforehand. It was, oh, it feels good. Oh, it feels good. Let's go back to Maine. Lovely, lovely stuff. Counting sheep. Not happy at all there. Not happy at all. That's the thrill of Art Bet, guys. That's the thrill of Art Bet. It's that simple, okay? We have something that we still need to do, don't we? We have something that we still need to do. Of course, it is to find out. We've got one final winner, and it's in Notmemes.
Notmemes, plus your words. It's more than art. Just ask young people. Notmemes.
Notmemes, indeed. We've had some wonderful suggestions here. Wonderful, wonderful suggestions for this. TB Douglas really went with a scattergun approach, which I really respect. New books on my nightstand. Oh, I should be in. That was really nice. I like that a lot. Puppies, me and babies. Yeah, that's really nice. You love looking at those babies. Love looking at those puppies. But your babies are like, guys, should we not? Are you not supposed to be looking after us? We're your babies. You gave birth to us or adopted them. I don't know what your situation is, but the puppies is difficult. I mean, as the proud father of a puppy, a very old puppy now, absolutely get on board with that. Counting Sheep 222, the Barbie movie, me and Spideyverse. Yeah, you thought Spider-Verse was gonna be number one, and then Barbie comes along, shirtless, and says, "Hey, look at my cowboy hat." Difficult not to be drawn. Even though Spider-Verse is wearing a lovely blazer, a lovely, lovely blazer, it's difficult to ignore. But there can be only one winner. And the winner for the first ever Notmemes is our good friend JRPV20. New food in the buffet warming trays, me and my current plate. What I loved about this is that it really got that anguish, because it was close with TB Douglas with the new books and books on my nightstand, because it's C that's really causing the issues, because you think it's that anger, it's that righteous anger, and you think, well, a book is still going to be read. The book on the nightstand is still going to be read eventually. But the food on the current plate, that might just be scraped off. Or if a waiter comes along and takes it away, it might just be gone forever. So congratulations to JRPV20. I don't think he's still watching. But that doesn't mean you can't still win. Just got to be in there at the beginning. Gosh, guys, thank you, TB. That's very honourable of you. Lovely to be a good winner. I don't need these on at all. So, gosh and goomans. What are we doing? Okay. Guys, I want to say a big thank you to you for watching the first episode of Art Right Now. I assume that you found it very much worth your while. Normally, this will be an experience that you can have every few weeks, every month or so, I believe, will be roughly when we'll have an Art Right Now. But in order to bed the format in, I'll be doing another Art Right Now next week. In the same way that when you watch a new show, it's good for them to debut 2 episodes at once, just to really get you into the, you know what I mean? The first one's largely set up, and that second one allows you to hit the ground running a little bit. Next week, we will have some more brand new features. Notmemes, not enough. Enlieclopedia, not enough, okay? There'll be some more brand new, very exciting segments of the show. But we will have more classics. 2 weeks in a row, that's a lot of art. You're golden right it is, Counting Sheep 222. You are golden right it is. A lot of art. That's what I give you guys. That's what you get with Notme. Yeah? But yeah, one of the things that we're going to be doing next week, more art bet, maybe TB. But there's going to be another classic bit that you're going to need to prepare for. That's right, baby.
Snap Quest is almost my test for your creative eye. You simply must give it a try, and this week's prompt is...
That's right. Take a photo that embodies the word hot. The word hot. And then email it to iamnotme@gmail.com. Now, obviously, I've chosen the word hot because currently where I live in the world, it is uncomfortably hot. It is profoundly hot. It is the kind of hot that makes you want to slap a passerby, which is unfair. It's not their fault, but feel free to interpret the word hot in whichever way you see fit. And take a snap of it, email it to iamnotme@gmail.com. And if you are thinking of going outside the box, you want to think of a slightly outre, meaning out there, definition of the word hot, dictionaries are absolutely allowed. That's right. We've got SnapQuest making a triumphant return. So make sure you get your cameras or, more likely, your phones and take a hot photo. But how that hotness is embodied is entirely up to you. So there we go. We did it, guys. We did it. Episode 1 of Art Right Now is in the books. I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope you feel like your spirit, your art, and your life. Yeah, I'm pitching for the room here. Your life is at a better place now than it was about an hour ago. I cannot wait to do it all again with you next week. Hopefully we'll get some more people. Tell your friends if you have enjoyed this. Tell your friends. Let's get more people watching. I think we can all agree there are certain elements of this show that will work considerably better if there are more people watching. So yes, absolutely tell your friends. M Acton, hopefully we aren't stuck on the M25 again next week. I'll keep my fingers crossed that the M25 is as clean as a well-regulated colon. TB Douglas, it really is. Life is better with Notme. Thank you, TB. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. So thank you so much for spending part of your Sunday with me. And we've got another one next week, guys. So I look forward to spending a little bit of next Sunday with you as well. If you have anything that you want to email to me, I will say that. Anything that you want to email to me, it doesn't have to be SnapQuest stuff. It can be literally anything. I think you remember the incredible segment that I used to have, awesome stuff that I've been sent. You want to send me stuff? I want to be sent stuff. iamnotme@gmail.com. There is no categorization or standard level for things to be emailed to me. Whatever you like, okay? Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week. We've even got a brand new end credits thing. Gosh, this is exciting. I've put an awful lot of work into this show, and I think it really shows. See you next week, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching, you've gladdened me greatly. Now if you want more art, you don't need to wait. We can art up whenever, there's no timetable. So create some stuff anytime you are able. A poem, a sculpture, a meme or a doodle. Try out them all, the whole kit and caboodle. But if you need help with the what and the how, I'll be back very soon with more art right now.